What's going on, guys? Alex Fernandez here, coming to you with a Q&A video. Now, this is my very first Q&A, so I'm excited to bring this to you guys, and just thank you ahead of time for sending me your questions, and I really appreciate you guys responding to my Instagram story. Appreciate it so much. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. First question that I have today is from Hari_pro. Hey, I just wanted to know which workout day is good for deadlifts. I typically do deadlifts on leg day due to the heavy involvement of glute and hamstrings. When I'm really trying to focus on deadlifts, I will start with them and then kind of cater the rest of my leg workout to the muscles that the deadlift work, such as, well, hamstrings and glutes. So I'll add in a few more exercises versus like quad dominant. It's also really good if you're trying to focus on getting a heavier deadlift, or even just using the deadlift to grow the posterior chain, to hit them first when you're fresh, so that you can use the maximum, so you can maximize the amount of weight and really challenge yourself to the fullest extent. So the second question I have is from T.Butter. I think I'll have these names kind of tagged up in the video. But anyway, what is your best tip to growing more round developed shoulders? What I personally do is I'll focus on the medial delt, or the caps, and I'll also focus heavily on the rear delt, because what happens is, or what I find happens is, the bigger that the rear delt becomes, the more it kind of pushes your shoulder forward, so it gives it that illusion of having bigger, more capped shoulders. In terms of the exercises that you're going to be doing, working the medial delt, my biggest tip here is to tilt your hand down and your elbow up, so that you're taking the back of your elbow, pushing it up towards the ceiling, and that'll change. I mean, if you go like this, have your hand facing like this, you can feel the tension on the front delt. Then as you twist your elbow upward, you start to feel it more in the middle of your delt. So in terms of the mind-muscle connection and getting the perfect contraction, in order to create muscle growth, you want to have your elbow tilted upward. That's my best tip. So from Jimmy Abraham, one of my buddies from a gym that I used to go to when I was in college still, would you ever consider doing a powerlifting meet? Yes, I would, and I'll do the next one that you're in so I can show you what's up. Next question is from Johnny Jackie 2012. What do you take to help with a good pump look? Honestly, in order to go for a good pump, I usually just like eat a banana or an apple, something with simple carbs that'll break down within like 15 minutes or so. I find that the sugar kind of helps my blood flow, and it really fills out my muscle bellies. In terms of supplements, I've used NO2, which is like a pump booster. It's supposed to create more blood flow. I noticed a little bit of a change, but not enough to go out and buy the supplement again. So the final question for this video is, when you're trying to focus on your glutes, do you keep them incorporated in your leg day, or do you do a separate day? This is a really good question, because it kind of varies for me depending on what I want to focus on. As it relates to this question, I will do more glute isolation work, or rather I would start with it. So if I'm trying to build my butt, I would do heavy hip thrusts and then move into a squat and then a lunge, and then finish off with a cool down exercise like leg extension or something like that, because I find that hip thrusts really isolate my glutes, and I can go especially heavy with them. And the squat I'll tailor to a more like well-rounded kind of hitting everything at once. And then the lunges, I find that especially when I put my foot out further, the more glute it hits, and then finish with the leg extension more so as a cool down than anything else. But if I'm trying to hit my lower chest, again, I'll throw in more exercises that target that, but I'll also do at least two other exercises, one for the upper, one for the middle, because that's what I personally like to do. Alright guys, so that's it for the Q&A. Again, I appreciate you guys responding to my story and sending me your questions. Let me know if you guys want to see this again. I'll probably do it maybe like once every 2 weeks or something like that, so keep an eye out for my Instagram story. If you're not following my Instagram, I'll have that linked at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.